Hello everybody, John Liebman here. Welcome to ForBassPlayersOnly.com. We're talking with Jack Casady. What is the Fur Peace Ranch Guitar Camp?
Okay, the Fur Peace Ranch Guitar Camp is a facility that Jorma, Kaukonen, and his wife Vanessa started. The inception was 20 years ago or so. A little more than that when Jorma was able to buy a nice piece of land in southeastern Ohio. And they started to discuss how great it would be to start a guitar camp there where Jorma could teach. He's always loved to teach. He always has taught and passed on what his knowledge. Jorma's been impressed by other people that have taught him. Ian Buchanan was one of his major influences and teachers. And Jorma's always... Jorma's mother was a teacher. And so
I didn't hear it. What was the name you mentioned? Who was the influence?
Ian Buchanan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I think Jorma wanted to pass this on to others. So they started planning and plotting how they were going to build a facility there, and they broke ground. We just finished this last weekend. November was at the end of the 14th season there. So it opened up 14 years ago, and it will start its 15th year of operation, 2012.
That's beautiful.
So, people, guitarists, the emphasis being on acoustic guitar, but by no means only.
Yeah.
I teach bass there regularly. Other bass players have taught there. Mandolin is taught there. Vocal classes, songwriting classes, a number of different aspects, but pretty much centered around the guitar and the acoustic guitar at that. There are some electric guitar classes there. G.E. Smith just taught a class there last weekend with us. So there's a variety of music taught there, all in the confines of 115 acres with about 20 cabins and a full chef pit facility, a full 200-seat theater. They do NPR programming, broadcasts. It has all kinds of things going for it.
Sounds a little like what Victor Wooten does down with his camp every year.
Well, actually, probably what Victor does is a little what Jorma's already done.
Who are some of the other bass players that have taught there over time?
I think George Boyer's been there. Byron House. I'm trying to think who else they've had there, but you can find these kinds of details by going on the site.
Yeah.
FurPeaceRanch.com.
Okay, FurPeaceRanch.com. Jack, what else is keeping you busy these days?
Well, we do a lot of hot tuna work. We just released a brand new album called Steady As She Goes on Red House Records. That was produced by Larry Campbell. We recorded up at Levine Helms' studio in Woodstock last spring, and we're touring that and working it a lot. Coming up in 2 weeks, we'll be in New York City doing our annual 2 nights at the Beacon Theater. We're going to have some surprise guests, but Charlie Musselwhite's going to play with us. Electric Hot Tuna. Electric Hot Tuna consisting of Scooter Warner on drums, Barry Mitterhoff on mandolin, and many other instruments. Jorma Kaukonen, myself. We're going to have Larry Campbell and his wife Teresa sing with us and play guitar. As I said, Charlie Musselwhite. If you go on any of our sites, hottuna.com, jormakaukonen.com, or jackcasady.com, you can find out all kinds of things that are going to happen that weekend. David Bromberg's going to join us. G.E. Smith is going to join us, and we're going to have a great old time. In February, I think around the 20th of February, we'll start a 6-week tour.
Are you coming through Detroit?
you know, if you check on that site, you can find out if we are or not.
All right, I hope so. Well, you've been at this for a long time, and meeting you, hearing you play, talking with you now, it's obvious you still love it, and it's also obvious you still have plenty of energy. So what's next? What else would you like to do that you haven't accomplished yet?
Well, you know, for me, I'm always working on the craft work. I always try to play better, and always try to work on those aspects within the instrument. You know, so I look forward to what comes across my path. You know, as they say, practice, be prepared for what opportunities may present themselves.
Good advice. One last question, Jack. I know you're more than a bass player. You're a guitar player, all-around musician. But what would you be outside of the music world if you weren't any of those things?
That would be very hard to say because, John, I've wanted to have my life involved with music ever since I was 12 years old. Ever since I picked up a guitar, and fortunately, I've been able to do that. And I have run across some of my old friends from high school and college and whatnot that have had 3 careers, maybe 7 or 8 jobs. I've still got the same job. I play the bass guitar.
Well, it's fortunate for you and fortunate for the rest of us who love listening to all of your music. Jack, this has been a pleasure. Jack Casady, living legend and Lifetime Achievement Award recipient and all kinds of other accolades. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm John Liebman. This is for BassPlayersOnly.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, John. What a pleasure.